Ashley, and I would like to welcome you to the Breathe Yoga Home Fitness Edition. Today we will be training legs, focusing on leg mobility and a little bit of strength work. So go ahead and join me in a chair to begin, to start with some mobility work. So come to the edge of the chair if that's available to you, sitting up nice and tall. I want you to put the weight into the ball of the right big toe, and then just give me some ankle circles there. So we're going to start working on some mobility through the joints. And you can stay in the chair today if that's where you need to, and then change the direction of that circle. Good. Nice, a couple more. Now relax the right side, move to the left, and circle. So you can move your circle in whatever direction feels natural to you to begin. We're doing about 5 circles each direction. Now change the direction of that circle. Good. Breathe. Keep your upper body relaxed. Now relax. So you're just going to pull that knee up toward the chest, hands wrap around the shin, shoulders down and back, and point and flex that foot as you do. Good. Couple more. Breathe. Nice. Release that. Other side. Big breath in. Exhale. Pull that knee up. Hands wrap around the shin, and you're pointing and flexing that left foot. Plantar dorsiflexion of the foot. It's normal to hear some popping, some clicking when you do this. Good. And release that. Go ahead and cross the right leg over the left if that's available to you. Sit up nice and tall, making a figure 4. So this may be enough of a stretch for you through your hips, your glutes. If you need to stay here, stay right here. Sitting up tall, breathing. If you feel like you need a little bit more, take a breath in. As you exhale, you'll pull your heart toward your shin. One more breath here. Inhale to come up, and you're just going to cross that leg over. Take your right hand to the chair, left hand on the outside of the leg, just above the knee. Sit up tall, take a breath, and as you exhale, rotate toward the right. Just go to the place that feels good to you. You're twisting between the ribs and the pelvis. And if you want to go ahead and turn that head and that feels good to your neck, you can. You can even drop that ear down toward the shoulder to get a more intense stretch in the STM muscle, the muscle that runs from the jaw down into the trapezius. Inhale, lift the head, release the chin first, and then the body. Uncross the legs, cross the left leg over the right, making a figure 4, sit up nice and tall. One side of the body is going to feel a little different than the other, so keep that in mind. Make sure you're breathing. Big breath in. Maybe you exhale, pull forward just a little bit if you need a little bit more. Make sure that foot is flexed. And one more breath here. Inhale to rise. Go ahead and cross that leg over if that's available to you. Left hand to the chair, right hand on the outside of the left knee. Sit up tall, take a breath in. As you exhale, rotate. Rotating between the ribs and the pelvis, kind of creating a little tension on the leg by pulling on the leg as you press away into the hand. And then again, you can turn the head or drop that ear down if that feels good to you. Just make sure as you do, you don't shrug that right shoulder up. You're letting that shoulder relax. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release the chin first and then the body. Uncross the legs. Go ahead and bring the hands palm down to the knees. Inhale, arching through the back, lifting the heart up. As you exhale, round out chin to chest, navel to spine. Press the spine to the back of the room. Again, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, rounding out. Inhale up to a neutral position. So from here, we're going to move into some knee marching. If mobility is an issue for you today and you need to stay in the chair, you're just going to lift, alternating the legs right here in the chair. If you want to go ahead and stand, you're going to go ahead into a standing position. Bring your hands up, elbows next to the rib cage, 90-degree angle, palms face the earth, and you're going to bring those knees up to the hands. So we're going to do this for about 30 seconds. Get some blood flowing through the legs. Light on the feet. If you're seated, just take this at your own pace. Good. Breathing. You're doing a great job. So you're about halfway here. 15 more seconds. Stay with me. Keep driving those knees, trying to hit those hands if that's available to you. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to squat. So you're just going to take that range of motion is low, feels good to your hips and to your knees. So what you want to make sure here that you're doing is that you're keeping your knees in line with your hips and your toes. So what I mean by that is not letting the knees come in as you squat. Now, if standing and squatting is not available to you today, you're just going to simply have a seat in your chair and work on standing up and take a break, and then have a seat in your chair and go ahead and stand up at your own pace. There's no rush. You're still training those quadriceps, the legs, the glutes as you sit and as you stand. You got about 10 more seconds here. Once you feel good, if you want to move into a little bit of a squat, feel free to do so. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Shake that out. Take a breath. If you need a drink of water, grab a drink of water. So we're going to superset that knee march in those squats 2 more times, about 30 seconds a piece, and then you get about 30 seconds to recover after, just kind of shaking it out, moving your body. You're doing a great job. So we're going to start back with that knee march in about 10 seconds. Again, you can do that seated, just pulling that knee up toward the chest, alternating, or standing, bringing the knees up toward the hands. Go ahead and set up however you'd like to do this today. I'm going to do it standing, elbows close to the rib cage, palms down, and drive those knees up. You got about 30 seconds right here. Heart rate's up, as you can hear my breath, and that's where you should be too. All good things. Nice, keeping that core nice and strong. Make sure you're not rounding out or pressing back. Keeping good, proper alignment through the spine. We're about halfway. You've got this. At any point you feel good, you feel strong, and you want to pick up that pace, do so. Just make sure you're light on your feet, that you're not stomping your feet down. 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into some squats. Range of motion may feel like it's okay to go a little bit bigger here now that the hips and the knees are warmed up. And again, you can always just sit down and stand up in your chair at your own pace. You're doing awesome. You got about 15 more seconds. And if you're like me, you're starting to feel a little fire in the front of your legs, your quads, the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, and in your glutes, your booty. Nice, 8 seconds. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, shake that out. Water if you need it. You're doing awesome. All right, so we got one more set like that, and then we're gonna move on to something else. Breathing, this is your opportunity to catch your breath. Maybe even take a moment to give yourself a positive affirmation for moving your body today, for trying something new. Take a cleansing breath whenever you need it. All right, we're going right back into that knee march. So seated or standing, you choose whatever works for you, where you feel challenged, but you also feel strong. Elbows close to the rib cage, palms down if you're standing. If you're seated, you're just pulling that knee up toward the chest. Here we go, 30 seconds. Last round of this, and then we're gonna move on to something else. So just stay with me this last round. 10 seconds down. Keep driving those knees up. Breathing. Halfway. Good job. Light on the feet. Light on the feet. Nice. 10 seconds. One more set of those squats after this. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Right into those squats. Now, what I will say about your squats is if you feel like you need to turn your toes out slightly for the way you're built anatomically, do that. Not everybody can have their toes straight in. So just adjust those feet just how you need to feel good in your squats. It shouldn't hurt. And you want to make sure that you're keeping your hips back, chest lifted, rather than leaning forward where you're going to fall forward. Okay, so keep that in mind as you focus on your form. You got about 10 seconds left. Stay with me. You got this. Here we go. Give me 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1. Nice, shake that out. All right, so now we're gonna move into some lunging. So if it's available to you and you need to use your chair for support, what you're gonna do is you're gonna face the back of your chair, hang on to it for a little support, and come into a lunge. Whatever your lunge stance needs to be today, it can be quite small if you need it to be. Or you can turn away from the chair, make that lunge stance a little bit bigger and have a deeper range of motion. So I'm going to show you both ways. So go ahead and set up. This is the modified version right here. And you're just giving me little bitty pulsing lunges, just focusing on form, keeping that back leg long, keeping that knee over the heel, just straight up and down. So we're just going to take this modified version right here. Good. Stay with me about 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come up, shake it out. You're going to switch your feet. Nice. Here we go. Little presses down. So you got about 30 seconds of these little pulses if you're taking this modified version. Now, if you want to take a bigger range of motion, you're facing away from your chair, you're just going to go up and down, bigger range of motion for the 30 seconds. But for this first set, I'm just going to demonstrate the pulses. That way you can pick what works for you. 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step forward on an exhale, shake that out. Now from here, we're going to go into chair pose. Wherever you are, you're just going to have a seat down into your chair. Hands can be here if you need them to be. You can lift one arm or both arms. Just go to the place that works for you, and you're just holding. Core is strong. Now, for any reason your shoulders don't feel good here today, you're just going to bring your hands to heart center, just like we do on Breathe Yoga. Breathe. Try to get that heart rate back down just a bit. Maybe sink 1 inch lower. Press into those heels, not the toes. 10, 9, 8. You can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, shake that out. Good job. Okay, so we're going to move into round 2 in just a few moments. This round, I'm going to show you a little bit deeper range of motion. So if it serves you to just have those little pulsing squats, that's where you need to be today. I want you to go there. If you did that and you feel like you need a little bit more, you're going to follow me on this second set. So we got about 10 more seconds. Take a big breath in. Exhale, shake it out. All right, here we go. If you need your chair for support, hand on that chair. So we're going to take a deeper range of motion here. You've got 30 seconds each leg. Lower and lift. So notice my knee is over my heel. My chest is lifted. I'm going straight up, straight down. Good, breathe. You're doing awesome. Nice, I'm already feeling some fire in both legs. Good, we're a little over halfway. We got about 12 seconds left. Try to do it with a smile on your face. It makes it a little better. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big breath in, step it forward, shake it out. All right, here we go. Second side, chest lifted. Here we go. Straight up, straight down. Now again, those pulses are available for you, but if you feel good and you're just feeling fire, I want you to stay with me. That fire is change. You want to feel good, strong, controlled movement, but challenged. Ooh, yes. Challenged we are. All right, we got about 12 seconds left. Come on, you can do it. Stay with me. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big breath. Step it forward, shake it out. Now we go right into that chair pose. So feet about hips distance. Sink down into that chair, arms lifted, belly strong, breathe. Looking at a focal point out in front of you. Again, if your shoulders are not serving you today, just bring your hands to heart center. Slow down that breath. 10 seconds left here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up and shake that out. Beautiful job. Okay, we're gonna do one more round like that. One more round. So this time we're gonna combine the pulsing movement and the big range of motion if that's available to you. If you need to stay with the pulses or just the big range of motion, just stay where you are. But if you want a little bit more fire, you're gonna follow me. So we're gonna start with some small pulses and then finish out with some big range of motion. All right, we got about 15 seconds. Breathe, shake it out, take a cleansing breath. Now tell yourself, I got this. Say it, I got this. All right, here we go. Pulsing reps. Wherever you are, you're gonna stay in the pulses to begin. So you got little pulses, tiny little pulses for about halfway of that 30-second time frame. Little pulses, good. Stay with me, you got this. 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now big range of motion. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Knee stays over heel. We're about halfway through that last 15 seconds. Now the little kicker is I'm gonna make you hold it at the end. Oh yes. Now just hold it low for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Other side. Here we go. Same thing, start with your pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Tiny little pulses. You got 15 seconds of each and then a 5-second hold at the end. Core is strong, chest is lifted. 3, 2, 1. Full range of motion. Press and lower, press and lower, press and lower. Woo, yes, fire we're feeling. Good, belly strong. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Now just hold it low for 5, 4, 3, 2. Big breath, big push off that back foot. Shake it out. Now we have a chair pose to finish this little circuit out. So feet hips distance, take a breath in. Exhale, sit back into your chair, arms up or at heart center. Relax your shoulders. You should be able to wiggle your toes in your shoes, looking out in front of you. Breathe. Good. About 10 more seconds, maybe a ½ inch lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big breath and come up to standing and shake out those legs. Beautiful job, guys. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a quad stretch. So if it's unavailable for you to grab your foot, you're just going to bend your knee, press that knee back, and scoop your hip forward. So pull your hip bone forward. If you can grab that foot, go ahead and grab the foot. Soft standing knee. Breathe. One more breath here. Release that foot slowly. Take that same foot out in front, and then you're going to hinge back into a hamstring stretch. Foot is flexed, heart is lifted. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Other side. So knee back, heel lifted, pull the hip forward. If you can grab that foot, I'm going to change my chair for balance. If you can grab that foot, go ahead and grab that foot. Make sure you're soft standing leg. Breathe, eye on a focal point. One more breath here. Good, now take that heel, slowly release. Out front, weight shifts into that opposite leg. Tilt the tailbone back, pull your heart forward. Good, a couple more rounds of breath here. One more breath. Good, and inhale up. Now we're gonna go ahead and have a seat in our chair. And we're gonna start with the ground up just like we did at the beginning of a practice and take a little rotation through the ankle, mobility through those joints. Now change the direction of that circle. Hopefully it feels better now than it did when we started our practice today. Other side, same thing. Little circles. And change the direction. Good, take a breath in, wrap the hands around that right shin, pull that knee up, shoulders down and back, and point and flex that foot. Good, and release the other side. Hands wrap around the left shin, big breath in. Lift up through the heart, pull that knee up, point and flex that foot. Good job today. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, we're gonna cross that leg over, take a figure 4, sit up nice and tall. If this is enough, stay here. If you need a little bit more, you're gonna pull your heart forward toward your thigh. Big breath. And maybe you come forward just slightly. If you go somewhere and it's too much, just go back to the place you were before. One more breath here as we pull our heart rate back down. Inhale, come up, cross that leg over. Hand on the chair, left hand on the outside of the right knee, big breath. And exhale, rotate between the ribs and the pelvis. Maybe turn your head or drop that ear down. Inhale, lift the head, release the chin, and then the body. Uncross the legs, change the cross of the leg. Figure 4 stretch first. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, pull the heart forward if you need a little bit more. So just want you to observe how you feel now to the way you started your movement. If it feels any better as we're stretching and working on mobility work as opposed to the way we started our movement today. Inhale to lift, cross that leg over as that feels good to you. Back hand goes on the chair, right hand on the outside of the knee. Sit up tall, take a breath, and exhale, rotate. Relax your shoulders. Look back or maybe drop that ear down toward the shoulder if that feels good to you. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release the chin. And then the body. Uncross the legs. Hands go to the knees. Cat-cow to finish out. Inhale, lift up through heart center. Exhale, round out. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, round out. Inhale up to neutral position. Go ahead and take those hands up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, press the arms down. One more time like this. Big breath. Exhale down. And bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. From a place of light within me, I honor and celebrate the light within you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.